What would you do if before you the fate of the entire world hung like a string and you held the scissors? If you could destroy entire nations, murder millions and millions of people, all with a simple gesture like cutting a string. Nothing dirty, nothing messy, just one little snip. Would you do it? Would you destroy the world if it was that easy? Do you have rage in your heart? You don't know this man. No one does. He's a faceless member of the engineering staff at a multinational chemical corporation. His name, Jeremy Bertelman, or Jeremiah, as he likes to think of himself while listening to old Rush albums. His claim to fame, he has discovered a nanotech virus which will radiate out from its initial point of detonation, spinning everything it touches into pure nylon. You trigger the virus in Camden, New Jersey, and it spreads through the streets, each explosion of nylon blowing out long strands which touch other things and explode them in turn. Metals and glass are immune, but protein, plastics, fuels, animals, crops, asphalt, sugar, everything is consumed to fuel the nylon burn. Who could have foreseen that headline, "Nylon Destroys World"? Not the media or the bozos in Washington. They had whole buildings full of people brainstorming on threats like anthrax and smallpox and truck hijackings and computer viruses, but no one was looking at nylon, the contagious threat of a rapidly replicating polymer. All you needed was an aggressive mechanical catalyst to start the chain reaction, and that wasn't such a big step because we were already doing stuff like that at work. It was part of our corporate mission to recycle refuse and protect the global environment. I began to suspect that a nylon bomb was possible, and I set to work on the technical details. It was a regular one-man Manhattan project, a creative fever like Victor Frankenstein. I didn't even listen to CDs. My apartment bloomed with a fetid human stench. Indeed, a miracle might have produced it, yet the stages of my discovery were distinct and probable. After days and nights of incredible labor and fatigue, I fell asleep at my desk and saw it illuminated in storm clouds in a nightmare. The doomsday catalyst, unstoppable babies. I didn't know what to do. It started to haunt me. Man, you know what you'd say. I'd throw those scissors down. I'd tell somebody. I'd tell the authorities, and they'd make sure the technology was used for good, not evil. They'd keep it out of the hands of terrorists and use it to cheaply clothe poor people in third world nations. Yeah, that's what they do, right? When I first made my discovery, that's what I sincerely thought. I had to do the decent thing because I was a decent man. I didn't want to kill anybody, let alone millions of people. But you can't put the genie back in the bottle that easily. When that possibility is really there, I tried to put it out of my mind. Lord knows, I tried to put it out of my mind. But I couldn't. It was hanging in my closet, in my bathroom. It gave me nightmares. I couldn't get it out of my mind. It followed me around day after day after day after day. It was horrible. It's like the string at the back of your mind. You pull it and your whole mind unravels. Nylon became my secret mistress. The texture and the smell of it began to arouse me. I cruised the nylon fetish sites. I found I couldn't even come without nylon. The pressure was relentless, unbearable. I sincerely started to wonder what I owed all you assholes, people, as you call yourselves. God, I'm weak. I'm sick in the head. But then again, I am now the most powerful man on earth, so I guess I get to define what sick is now. So this is what the real horror movie looks like, folks. There's no scary music, no special effects. The most dangerous human in the world isn't appearing in a Hollywood movie. He's not a member of a terrorist organization. He's not on anybody's radar screen. He's just one nondescript taxpayer, a flabby middle-aged chemist, frying up an egg in a pair of pantyhose. He doesn't talk. He has no accomplices. The horror to come cannot be seen or heard or detected. The only warning sign is silence. Listen. Isn't it awful? That's what the end of the world sounds like. Who the hell do these world leaders think they are, anyway, giving everybody orders, waving around their little pistols, their hairless nuclear PPs? Jeremiah's gonna show 'em the big gun. I call it manifest destiny. Now that I, a single individual, possess greater firepower than the armies of nations, I have become a nation, the Republic of Jeremiah. Soon I will be the world's only remaining superpower. Once I had the formula, it wasn't hard to order the precursors. The security agencies don't spend a lot of resources monitoring small orders in the plastic industry. I mean, really, how dangerous could plastic be? I emailed the specs to a cash-strapped Chinese subcontractor who sent me an automated response thanking me in profuse Oriental style for my order. Generally, I don't get excited about much, but my heart was pumping like a champion when that package arrived. Nice packaging, you Chinese morons. The catalyst was too dangerous to work with in a finished form, so I designed it as a binary with a remotely activated microvalve and pump. I wired the cartridges to cell phones so I could activate them remotely with a long-distance phone call. Then I carefully wrapped and addressed them to fictitious persons at fictitious addresses to confuse the doomed bureaucratic peons at the post office. Naturally, I was careful to include the all-important zip +4 code -1. And that was the moment I really felt like God. It's like the most profound quiz show question ever asked. The holy grail of facts in human history. Whose name was written on the doomsday envelope? Welcome to eternity, Waldo. I decided it would make a more lasting impression on the nations of the post-war period if I selected my targets for maximum devastation. Goodbye, Microsoft. Why the US, you wonder? Actually, that was an easy call. I could have destroyed the entire world, I suppose, but that would have been a little over the top, don't you figure? No, I decided to destroy one nation, and once I decided that, it was like a vixen from hell whispered in my ear.
America.
It just clicked. It gave me a good gut feeling. I don't know, maybe I've seen too many Hollywood movies. Blame Hollywood. You know, it's funny how the world shimmers when you're about to destroy it. Even the simplest things seem so tragic. These poor, unknowing people, they have no concept of the post-war period. It was simple enough, mailing the devices. I look responsible, and the lax security of the postal system is ideal for delivering miniaturized weapons of mass destruction. No one suspected a thing.